Have you ever felt drained after talking to someone? Or walked into a room and suddenly felt uneasy for no reason? That's negative energy at work. It's like an invisible force that sucks the life out of you, leaving you tired, cranky, and just not yourself. But here's the good news. You don't have to be a victim of this energy vampire. There's a powerful way to protect yourself, and it's simpler than you might think. Today, I'm going to share with you the most effective shield against negative energy, a method that can change your life and bring back your spark. This isn't just some feel-good advice or a quick fix. It's a real, practical tool that has helped countless people, including me. And the best part? You don't need any special skills or expensive equipment. All you need is yourself and a willingness to try something new. By the end of this video, you'll have a powerful weapon in your spiritual arsenal, one that can keep you safe and positive no matter what life throws your way. Let me tell you a story about my own battle with negative energy. A few years ago, I was at the lowest point in my life. I had just lost my job, my relationship was on the rocks, and it felt like everything was falling apart. Every morning, I woke up feeling like there was a heavy weight on my chest. I dragged myself through each day, surrounded by a cloud of gloom that I couldn't shake off. The worst part was, I couldn't figure out why I felt so bad. Sure, things weren't great, but I'd faced challenges before. This time was different. It was like all the joy had been sucked out of my world. I tried everything: exercise, meditation, even a fancy vacation, but nothing seemed to lift that dark cloud. Then, one day, I stumbled upon an old book in a secondhand store. It talked about energy and how it affects us. As I read, something clicked. I realized that I wasn't just dealing with bad luck or a rough patch. I was drowning in negative energy, and I had no idea how to swim. That book was the first step on a journey that would completely transform my life. It led me to discover the protection method I'm going to share with you today. Before we dive into how to protect ourselves, let's talk about what we're up against. Negative energy isn't some mystical force or supernatural entity. It's much more down to earth than that. Think of it like the emotional equivalent of secondhand smoke. Just like smoke can pollute the air around us, negative emotions and attitudes can pollute the emotional atmosphere. This energy can come from all sorts of places. Sometimes it's from other people, that coworker who's always complaining, or the friend who's constantly drama. Other times, it comes from our environment, a cluttered, messy space, or a room where a lot of arguments have happened. And let's not forget, we can create our own negative energy too, with pessimistic thoughts and self-doubt. When we're surrounded by this kind of energy, it affects us in very real ways. You might feel tired all the time, even after a full night's sleep. Or you could find yourself getting irritated easily, snapping at people for no reason. Some people experience physical symptoms like headaches or an upset stomach. And for many, there's just a general feeling of being off, like you're not quite yourself, but you can't put your finger on why. The tricky thing about negative energy is that it's sneaky. It builds up slowly, bit by bit, until suddenly you realize you're knee-deep in a swamp of bad vibes. And once you're in that swamp, it can be really hard to pull yourself out. That's why protection is so important. It's much easier to keep the negative energy out in the first place than to try to get rid of it once it's taken hold. But here's the thing. Just knowing about negative energy isn't enough. Many people realize they're affected by it, but they don't know what to do about it. They try quick fixes like burning sage or wearing crystals. And while these things can help, they're often just putting a band-aid on a bigger problem. It's like trying to stop a flood with a paper towel. That's where our protection method comes in. It's not about fighting against negative energy or trying to push it away. Instead, it's about creating a strong, positive energy field around yourself, one that naturally repels negativity. Think of it like building a beautiful, lush garden. When your garden is thriving, weeds have a much harder time taking root. This method isn't just about protecting yourself in the moment. It's about changing your entire energy signature. When you master this technique, you'll find that negative people and situations naturally start to fall away from your life. It's not that you're pushing them away. It's that they simply can't stick to your new, high-vibration energy. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds great, but I'm not some spiritual guru. Can I really do this? The answer is a resounding yes. This method is designed for everyone, regardless of your spiritual background or beliefs. You don't need to be an expert in meditation or energy work. All you need is an open mind and a willingness to try. In the next part of this video, we're going to break down this protection method step by step. I'll show you exactly how to create your own positive energy field and how to maintain it even in challenging situations. We'll also talk about common mistakes people make when trying to protect themselves and how to avoid them. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, I want you to take a moment. Close your eyes and imagine what your life would be like without the burden of negative energy. Picture waking up each morning feeling refreshed and excited for the day ahead. Imagine being able to handle stressful situations with ease without getting pulled into drama or negativity. Think about how it would feel to have an invisible shield that keeps you positive and uplifted, no matter what's going on around you. That's not just a fantasy. It's a real possibility, and it's within your reach. The method I'm about to share with you has the power to transform your life in ways you might not even be able to imagine right now. It's not an overnight fix. Like any powerful tool, it takes practice to master. But with each day that you use this technique, you'll feel yourself getting stronger, more positive, and more in control of your own energy. So, are you ready to discover the most powerful protection against negative energy? Are you ready to take control of your emotional and spiritual well-being? Great! Let's dive in and explore this life-changing method together. Remember, this isn't just about protecting yourself. It's about creating a life filled with positive energy, joy, and unlimited potential. And it all starts right here, right now. Now that we understand what we're up against, let's talk about how to defend ourselves. You might have heard of various protection methods before: burning sage, wearing crystals, or reciting certain prayers. These can be helpful, but they're often just temporary fixes. It's like putting on a raincoat during a storm. It helps for a while, but you're still getting wet. The method I'm about to share with you is different. It's not about creating a barrier between you and negative energy. Instead, it's about changing your own energy so that negativity can't stick to you in the first place. Think of it like becoming waterproof instead of just wearing a raincoat. This method is based on a simple but powerful idea: light dispels darkness. In the same way, positive energy naturally pushes out negative energy. By learning to generate and maintain a strong field of positive energy around yourself, you create a natural shield that negative energy can't penetrate. The best part? This shield isn't just defensive. It actually radiates positive energy out into the world around you. So not only are you protecting yourself, but you're also making the world a little brighter for everyone you meet. It's like carrying a sun inside you, lighting up every room you enter. At the heart of this protection method is the power of intention. Your thoughts and feelings are not just abstract concepts. They're real energies that affect the world around you. By consciously directing these energies, you can create a powerful shield of light around yourself. Here's how it works. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. As you breathe in, imagine you're drawing in pure, bright light from the universe. This light can be any color that feels good to you: white, gold, pink, whatever resonates with you. As you breathe out, imagine this light expanding outward from your heart, forming a glowing bubble all around you. With each breath, this bubble of light grows stronger and brighter. Feel it enveloping your entire body, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. This is your energy shield, your personal force field of positivity. Now, here's the crucial part. As you're visualizing this shield, fill it with positive intentions. Think about qualities you want to embody: love, strength, peace, joy. Feel these qualities filling up your shield, making it glow even brighter. Remember, this isn't just pretend. You're actually directing energy with your thoughts and feelings. The more you practice this, the stronger and more effective your shield will become. Let's break this process down into simple steps that you can follow every day. Find a quiet moment. You don't need a lot of time. Even a few minutes will do. Find a place where you won't be disturbed. Center yourself. Take a few deep breaths, letting go of any tension or stress. Feel your feet on the ground, rooting you to the earth. Visualize the light. As you breathe in, imagine drawing in bright, pure light from above. See it flowing into your body, filling you up from head to toe. Create your shield. As you breathe out, visualize this light expanding outward from your heart, forming a bubble around you. With each breath, see this bubble growing stronger and brighter. Set your intentions. Think about the qualities you want your shield to embody. Love, strength, peace, joy, whatever feels right to you. Feel these qualities filling your shield. Seal your shield. When your shield feels complete, take one final deep breath. As you exhale, imagine sealing your shield, making it impenetrable to negative energy. Carry it with you. As you go about your day, periodically check in with your shield. Take a moment to visualize it, reinforcing its strength. The beauty of this method is its simplicity. You can do it anywhere, anytime. Stuck in traffic? Take a moment to reinforce your shield. Heading into a stressful meeting? Take a few seconds to visualize your bubble of light. The more you practice, the easier and more automatic it becomes. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds great, but does it really work? The answer is yes, but like any skill, it takes practice. At first, you might not feel much difference. That's okay. Keep at it. With time, you'll start to notice changes. You might find yourself feeling calmer in stressful situations. You might notice that negative people don't affect you as much. You might even start to see positive changes in your relationships and circumstances. Remember, this isn't magic. It's energy work. You're not creating an imaginary force field. You're actively changing your own energy, which in turn changes how you interact with the world around you. It's like tuning a radio to a different frequency. When you're tuned to a higher, more positive frequency, the lower, negative frequencies just can't get through. As you practice this method, you'll likely start to notice some interesting things. You might find that certain people or situations that used to drain you don't have the same effect anymore. You might notice that you're attracting more positive experiences and relationships into your life. This is all part of the process. As you strengthen your own positive energy, you naturally start to resonate with more positive things in the world around you. But here's an important point. This shield isn't about shutting yourself off from the world. It's not about becoming cold or unfeeling. In fact, it's quite the opposite. When you're protected from negative energy, you're free to open your heart more fully. You can engage with the world from a place of strength and love, rather than fear and defensiveness. Think of it like having a strong immune system. When your body is healthy and strong, you don't have to worry so much about getting sick. You can go out into the world and live your life fully. In the same way, when your energy is strong and positive, you don't have to fear negativity. You can embrace life with open arms, knowing that you have the tools to protect yourself. As you continue to practice this method, you'll find that it becomes second nature. You'll start to naturally maintain a high, positive energy without even thinking about it. It's like learning to ride a bike. At first, it takes all your concentration, but eventually, it becomes effortless. But don't worry if it doesn't come easily at first. Everyone's journey is different. Some people feel the effects right away, while for others, it takes more time and practice. The key is to be patient with yourself and keep at it. Even if you don't feel like you're making progress, trust that every time you practice, you're strengthening your energy field. As with any powerful tool, there are some common mistakes people make when trying to protect themselves from negative energy. Let's talk about these pitfalls and how to avoid them. First up is the fortress mentality. Some people, when they learn about energy protection, go overboard. They try to create an impenetrable wall around themselves, shutting out everything and everyone. But remember, the goal isn't to isolate yourself. It's to create a filter that keeps out negativity while still allowing positive experiences to flow in. Your shield should be permeable, like a healthy cell membrane, not a solid brick wall. Another common mistake is inconsistency. People often start out strong, practicing their shielding technique every day. But then life gets busy, they skip a day, then two, and before they know it, they've fallen out of the habit entirely. Remember, this is like exercising a muscle. Regular practice is key. Even if you can only spare a few minutes a day, that consistency will pay off in the long run. Some folks fall into the trap of relying solely on external tools for protection. Don't get me wrong, crystals, sage, and other spiritual tools can be wonderful allies. But they should supplement your own energy work, not replace it. The most powerful protection comes from within you, not from any external object. There's also the mistake of set it and forget it. People create their shield once and think they're done, but our energy is constantly interacting with the world around us. Your shield needs regular maintenance and reinforcement. Make it a habit to check in with your energy throughout the day, especially before entering potentially stressful situations. Lastly, watch out for the savior complex. Once you start getting good at managing your own energy, you might be tempted to try and fix everyone around you. But remember, everyone is on their own journey. You can offer support and share what you've learned, but you can't do the work for someone else. Focus on maintaining your own positive energy. That alone will have a ripple effect on those around you. Now that we've covered the method and the mistakes to avoid, let's talk about the amazing benefits you can expect when you master this technique. It's not just about keeping negative energy at bay, although that's certainly a big part of it. The effects of this practice can ripple out into every area of your life. First and foremost, you'll likely notice a significant increase in your overall sense of well-being. Many people report feeling more calm, centered, and at peace. It's like you're carrying a little bubble of serenity with you wherever you go. Stressful situations that used to throw you off balance become easier to handle. You might also notice improvements in your relationships. When you're not constantly absorbing other people's negative energy, you're able to interact from a place of clarity and compassion. You might find that conflicts decrease and your connections with others become deeper and more authentic. Physical health often improves too. While this isn't a substitute for medical care, many people find that as their energy becomes more balanced, physical symptoms like headaches, fatigue, and digestive issues start to lessen. It makes sense when you think about it. Stress and negative energy can take a real toll on our bodies. Another exciting benefit is increased intuition and clarity. When you're not bogged down by negative energy, it's easier to tune into your inner wisdom. You might find yourself making better decisions or having sudden insights about your life path. Many people also report a boost in their creativity and productivity. It's like clearing out the energetic clutter makes room for new ideas and inspirations to flow in. You might find yourself tackling projects with renewed enthusiasm and coming up with innovative solutions to problems. Perhaps most importantly, this practice can lead to a profound shift in how you see yourself and your place in the world. As you become more skilled at managing your own energy, you start to realize how much power you have to shape your experience of life. It's incredibly empowering. While this energy protection method is powerful on its own, it can become even more effective when combined with other spiritual practices. Let's explore how you can integrate this technique into a holistic approach to spiritual well-being. Meditation is a natural complement to energy protection. In fact, the visualization we use to create our shield is a form of meditation in itself. Regular meditation can help you become more aware of your own energy and more skilled at directing it. Try incorporating your shielding practice into the beginning or end of your meditation sessions. If you practice yoga or other forms of mindful movement, you can bring your energy awareness into these activities too. As you move through your poses or exercises, imagine your shield of light moving with you, growing stronger with each breath and movement. For those who work with crystals, you can use them to enhance your energy shield. Hold your favorite protective stone, like black tourmaline or amethyst, while you're creating your shield, imagining the crystal's energy merging with your own. If you're into aromatherapy, certain essential oils can support your energy work. Scents like lavender, frankincense, or cedarwood can help create a sense of calm and protection. Try diffusing these oils while you practice your shielding technique. For those who follow a particular spiritual or religious tradition, you can incorporate elements of your faith into your protection practice. You might visualize your shield being infused with divine light, or repeat a meaningful prayer or mantra as you create your shield. Remember, the key is to find what resonates with you. Experiment with different combinations and see what feels most powerful and effective for your unique energy. As we wrap up this exploration of energy protection, I want to emphasize that this is just the beginning of your journey. The method I've shared with you today is a powerful tool, but like any tool, its true power lies in how you use it. Start small. Set aside a few minutes each day to practice creating and reinforcing your energy shield. Pay attention to how you feel before and after. Notice the subtle changes in your mood, your interactions with others, your ability to handle stress. Be patient with yourself. This is a skill that develops over time. Some days, you might feel an immediate shift in your energy. Other days, it might feel like nothing's happening. That's okay. Trust the process and keep practicing. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Every time you take a moment to center yourself and reinforce your positive energy, you're making a choice to prioritize your well-being. That choice, repeated over time, can lead to profound changes in your life. As you continue on this path, stay curious. Notice how your sensitivity to energy increases. You might start to pick up on the energy of places and people more easily. Use this awareness to make choices that support your highest good. Most importantly, remember that this practice isn't just about protecting yourself. It's about becoming a source of positive energy in the world. As you strengthen your own energetic field, you naturally uplift those around you. You become like a lighthouse, shining bright and helping others find their way through the storms of negativity. So, are you ready to take control of your energetic well-being? Are you ready to step into your power as a creator of positive energy? The journey starts now, with your very next breath. Take a moment right now to visualize your shield of light. Feel it surrounding you, protecting you, empowering you. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of energy protection. Remember, you have within you everything you need to create a life of positivity, peace, and purpose. Your energy is your superpower. Use it wisely, nurture it daily, and watch as your world transforms. Here's to your energetic empowerment and to all the amazing experiences that await you on this journey. Keep shining bright,